Helen,
And I'm Liz,
and we're sisters
scientists,
and lifelong X-Files fans.
and this is We Want to Believe.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome, colleagues.
Liz has a new knee.
I guess I do. It's in there. It's in there. I
It's plastic? Metal?
plastic and metal. Yep.
Plastic and metal. Cool.
I was telling somebody else, I realized, it was like a highly technical surgery. They use robotics to like make sure it is exactly perfectly fitted to my knee.
Cool.
And yet, when I contemplate it, I picture that they just opened me up and tossed like a Happy Meal toy in there or something. Like it just feels like they just cut me open and tossed some stuff inside. Ah! So
Do you have did they do an imaging study or anything afterwards? Like, do you have x-rays of the
I should ask for them because that's actually my first memory coming out of it is them going, okay, before we move you from post-op to recovery, we're going to do x-rays. Oh my God. So I keep having memories return
Oh,
from um from that time because I was all on drugs. And I
yeah.
just remembered something else, which is that while I was in post-op, I just kept talking.
Oh
And
God.
and I remember they were like, you just stay here and relax while we wait for the x-ray tech to come. And I was like, but I'm bored. What do I do? And then I was like, do you have like a little free library?
Oh my God.
And I was like, could you just have like a paperback? I know I shouldn't have my phone. Can you just give me a paperback? And they were like, no, we don't have any paperbacks in the post-op room. And
You just want to sleep?
I don't know. I should have just slept. I don't know. I didn't want to, I guess.
Huh.
And so she was like, just relax, pretend you're like on a beach in Jamaica. And then I go, no, because I won't sell Jamaica because
Oh
they have
God.
horrible LGBTQ laws. Mexico, I sell Mexico. And she's like, okay, picture yourself on a beach in Mexico.
This poor nurse.
I know. I forgot all about that. Oh my God.
People have stories, of like wisdom teeth and saying ridiculous stuff and I just remember when I got my wisdom teeth out, I was like ushered to this little dark side room with a bed and I just laid down and slept and it was like the best thing. And then it was like I just slept and I was like, why would anyone talk about weird stuff? Because you can just sleep. Like that's the whole thing. Like why
Yeah.
don't you just sleep?
That's
And
probably what that nurse was thinking as I was
yeah.
ranting at her about Jamaican LGBTQ laws. So,
Probably. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's done. I'm sure you are as well.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we have stuff to talk about. Um,
Uh-oh.
I mean, so this is the melanin vampire one.
The melanin vampire? Is that what you said?
Yeah, right? Melanin? The
Like it
like
sucks
skin color?
that yeah. I
Yeah.
don't I don't think I knew about this episode.
No, I'm sure you did. Really?
God.
There,
That's
so
worse than the fat vampire.
yes. Yes, it is.
You got the fat vampire episode as well, didn't
Yes.
you?
Yes. This time, we're going to talk a lot about the pituitary gland. So, I mean, we got some stuff to go over. I'm not going to get super into the details because it's not worth it. But
That's fair.
yeah.
Before we do that, a quick update on how'd you find the chicken?
Oh, yes, I found the chicken. Yes, there was a green glass chicken in my house.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, that was one of the names of our episodes, one of the past. And when I saw that, it reminded me of a game that I learned while I was in Germany this summer called the Green Glass Door. Are you familiar
Hmm.
with this?
Uh-uh.
It's like what can go through the green glass door, and cookies can go through, but brownies can't. And you like ask, and
Oh.
like there's a rule about what can and cannot go through. But anyway, so I keep thinking of that with the green glass chicken.
Like what can go through the green glass chicken?
Yes. Yeah. What
Yeah.
can be contained inside the green glass
Oh,
chicken?
oh, okay.
How did I find it? It was on one of my bookshelves. I think I suspected it was in my sunroom because of a conversation we had about where it was and where I've been sitting.
Yeah.
Um, And I was reading in there. I was like, oh, well, I haven't been in here. I'm going to move out the stuff that's been in my way and read in my favorite armchair. And that is when I spied it, peeking out from behind a picture of me and my friend Cynthia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
waiting for you for over 3 months.
Oh yeah, and
Over 4 months. Over 4 months.
yeah. And uh William came in and I was like, I just realized that, and told him, and he was like, well, yeah, it's been there for months. It's like, okay, well, fine, thanks.
Well, yeah, but he watched me hide
Yeah,
it though.
yeah,
So that is a little different.
yes, yeah. Yeah, so I found the green glass chicken. That was very exciting.
Excellent.
Very exciting. Um, okay. I didn't think hard enough about like what to even bother including here. Um, I would highly suspect that if you were to see like a still from this one, you would know what I'm talking about. So
Oh,
it's
really?
yeah, it's Teliko or Teliko.
Okay.
So this is episode 3 of season 4. And or is it yeah, it's
Yeah.
episode 3.
Yeah. Episode 3.
And so we see an international flight, and there's a man on the flight. He's reading something in French, and he goes into the bathroom and is attacked by a man who had been in there with kind of glowing eyes and albino looking traits.
Okay.
The man who we find out that the original man, the one who walked in the bathroom initially, is African. And the attacker, after attacking the man, then leaves the bathroom with a normal, like black skin tone.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
How does this not make lists of terrible episodes?
Well, I don't know. And so a flight attendant
I
discovered
thought this was a good idea.
Howard Gordon.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
have an
Howard.
answer for that.
All right.
Um, and like, and in fact, what I really want to know is that apparently, um, let's see, hold on, this is from Wikipedia. Okay. Writer and executive producer Howard Gordon was originally working on an episode about someone who appeared to be immortal, but after discussions with consulting producer Ken Horton, he added in the notion of xenophobia and, quote, melanin sucking albino vampires, end quote. Um,
I
so
don't have the strength for this.
no, so Ken Horton is also maybe to blame.
Okay.
Um, Also, apparently, again, quoting Wikipedia, as the episode entered pre-production, Carter asked Gordon to refine the script to give it a purpose. That apparently it had been like the writing staff had thought that it was met with disapproval, they say. I want to know what the original version was.
God, yeah.
Yeah. Um, so apparently, so we're back in DC. So, oh, well, I should say there is a fun opening, and
Okay.
this is where I think you would know this too. It opens with the words, instead of "the truth is out there," deceive, inveigle, and obfuscate.
I'm sorry. They have one of their special openings with special words for this episode?
Yes,
Uh, deceive?
inveigle and
Inveigle?
obfuscate.
I don't even know what that middle word means.
I mean, I'm going with confuse.
I mean, it seems like they're all kind of
Contact.
similar.
Yeah.
I just, come on. I don't know. Also, it reminds me of in the latest season of Taskmaster, which is, British game show, panel show. Jason Mantzoukas was on there, American comedian. And at one point he said that his approach,
Right.
what
And
was that?
Jason Mantzoukas, he's Derek in The Good Place.
Derek from The
Okay.
Good Place, Pimento from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I love
Yeah.
him so much. Yeah. Okay.
He's amazing. And he said that his approach to the tasks was or that his motto after trying to do good at the tasks beyond that was destroy, dismantle, engulf in flames. And then the taskmaster, Greg Davis, this British comedian, then says, "Oh, that's kind of your country's foreign policy, isn't it?" And so destroy, dismantle, engulf in flames has been in my head lately. And I just feel like this is like a subpar version of that.
Yes,
Like,
it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's a subpar everything, let me tell you.
okay.
It's like a worse version of Squeeze.
Oh,
So that was one of the criticisms of the episode as well, is that it's like basically the episode Squeeze, but redone and worse. So like
okay. So
uh
not only is it a concept that seems like it's going to be wildly problematic, it's also not well done.
yes, correct. Now
Wow.
like, the episode, if I hadn't I can't remember which one it was, but I remember saying about an episode that like it was both offensive and terrible to watch, which is what made it like so terrible to watch.
Mhm.
It's like the episode structure, the other things, like it would have been fine.
Okay.
Like because I wish I could remember which one that was. Where like Mulder and Scully had like really like awkward seeming banter and it was just like poorly done and poorly written. This wasn't that. Like the episode was fine.
Was that the Haitian refugee one?
Mm, I don't think maybe. I don't remember.
Trying to think of terrible ones that you've watched that I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so it's basically Squeeze is the best way for me to just summarize the episode. So it's someone who is missing an organ, who needs to suck that organ out of other people in order to survive and be immortal. They can also squeeze their body into really small places to hide and ends up in a hospital kind of being like looked at and studied at the end.
Yeah, that's Squeeze.
It's basically Squeeze, but like, ooh, African.
Oh
There's
gosh.
pan flutes. It's like, yeah,
So
yeah,
they were like, make this episode better, and they were like, Squeeze, but pan flutes.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's this whole part talking about the Mulder eventually gets in touch with this diplomat from Burkina Faso, which is where the guy is from who's doing all this, who's
Okay.
the tombs of the episode.
Got it.
And he's talking to this diplomat. We do see Marita in this, Marita
Ooh.
Covarrubias.
And this is the first time we actually see her, right?
Yeah, right. Well, no, we saw her briefly in Heron Volk, but this is
Okay.
like she's playing a part in it. I mean, not a very big one or important one, but she kind of gets Mulder in touch with this diplomat. And he tells this folk tale of the Bambara people, who are a West African people from like uh, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Mali, Ivory Coast, and about the Teliko, which are nocturnal spirits of the air. But I cannot find any actual mythology related to this.
Hmm.
And the word teliko is actually a Greek word meaning end.
Oh.
So I don't know. Uh, so um,
I think the fact that Jason Mantzoukas is Greek and his thing sort of connects with the initial thing means there's like a conspiracy underneath the episode telling us that
ooh,
secretly it has to do with Greece and we're just the first people to figure it out.
maybe.
Or is that the leftover drugs in my system?
It was kind of fun the other day. We finally bought Zach a new wedding ring. And I really thought if for those who have forgotten or haven't heard this story, Zach injured his arm at the beginning of 2024, took off his wedding ring, and we never found it again.
Oh,
Um, and I really, really thought that if we bought a new one, we would find it,
yeah.
which has not happened.
Okay.
However, his new one is tungsten carbide,
Hmm. Is
which
that the type that'll have to be cut off of him?
yeah, well, no, it can't be cut.
It can't
And
be cut.
yes, and neither could his other one, which is why he took it off so that they wouldn't have to cut his finger off, which would be worse.
Yes.
Um, but I keep thinking about how in New Girl, Schmidt says that tungsten carbide is the most baller metal. And so that's what I keep thinking of. And apparently, the symbol for it is a W, which is the first letter of our last
Oh,
name.
Werner. Well, tungsten, W, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we were there, and the woman who was helping us by the ring was like, "Oh, are you Greek?" And I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, "From the name Werner," and was really confused because I was like, like a very German
Yeah.
name.
Okay, either she doesn't understand the difference between Greeks and Germans, or she just looked at you and thought you looked Greek because either option is really weird.
Yeah, well, she said no, the name Helen, and
Like Helen of Troy? She thought anyone named Helen is Greek?
well, I don't know. I mean, or like Hellenistic, when talking about, I don't know. And
I
I said
guess.
I'm partially Croatian. That's kind of near Greece.
Yeah. Does she think that like also anyone named Aaron is automatically Irish? Like, is it kind of like that? Because I
I
mean,
don't
like maybe that name is more common amongst Irish people, but it's also not. That's so
exclusively that.
weird.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
huh.
So I don't know. Yes, maybe it's a conspiracy.
I don't know. I feel like besides you, the first Helen I knew was Helen Chang, who
Oh,
was from
yeah,
Taiwan. So
yeah. I mean, and our grandmother who was
their
Croatian.
grandmother, also her. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think what I meant was non-family member who like,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's I don't know. I think that's really odd.
yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway, I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of Greek conspiracy. I'll keep my eyes out
yeah.
for.
Can
Yeah.
be a rear window situation with you laid up with your knee.
Shit, yeah. I just looked out
So
the window, so I'll let you know if I see any murders.
yeah.
While I'm laying in bed right now.
Um,
So far, so good.
good. Um, so bodies are being found that have been drained of all their melanin. Um,
Is
which
so is it just like is it kind of like does it look like the movie White Chicks?
yeah, I mean better done, more well done than that, but
Okay.
not
I'm
enough.
not familiar with that. That's two black comedians pretending to be white sorority girls.
Yes.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's better than that, but
okay.
not significantly enough that I, you know.
But why would Mel
Well, let me tell you. I mean, well, let me tell you what they claim,
okay.
and then
Okay.
I'll tell you why that's wrong.
Okay, great. Great.
So, the man who is the Tombs of the episode, Aboa, he does not have a pituitary gland.
Okay.
And pituitary glands do, in fact, make melanin stimulating hormone, or MSH,
Hmm.
and can regulate some of the melanin in our skin. I'm going to explain why this is wildly off base in a moment. But so the idea though is that he is extracting the people's pituitary glands because he himself does not have one, and then he, I guess, eats it. I'm not quite sure what he does with it. And then becomes black again, gets his melanin back.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. He uses kind of like an alien pokey stick. He
Hmm.
uses to go in through the person's nose, so he like paralyzes the people so that they can't move with some sort of like seed that they realize is from West Africa, one of those sorts of things.
Of course.
And then while the people are paralyzed, he takes a big pokey stick into up into the person's brain to take out their pituitary.
Pituitary gland is in the brain?
Yeah. Where did you
Given
think it
10,
was?
I don't know, given 10 guesses, I don't think I would have gone brain.
10? No.
Maybe 10, but I don't think five. I think I would have gone somewhere in the chest cavity would be my first guess. And then I would have thought neck, and then maybe like under the armpit or like the thigh.
Thigh?
Yeah, kind of like
That
where
are
you have.
thighs?
I've noticed recently that I can feel my pulse in my thigh sometimes, like right in my upper thigh, like
Uh-huh.
probably where there's an artery, which is disgusting. Um, but that's neither here nor there.
Nor does it have anything to do with glands.
Yeah, but I just thought, well, there's action down there. There's stuff. I think I was thinking about like what are those things that get big? Um, I can't think of the word now. I get a COVID shot, and then underneath my arm,
Oh, lymph nodes.
lymph nodes.
Lymph
Yeah,
nodes. God.
yeah.
You do have lots of those in your armpits and your groin and your neck.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I think I was somehow associating
Got it.
those two things.
Okay.
No idea it's in the brain. That's wild.
Yes, it is in the brain.
Okay.
It is like kind of right in the central part of it. So, and it is, you know what? I will say this for the episode. The pokey stick actually does look a lot like what they use for transsphenoidal surgery, which is when they can go in and remove pituitary tumors.
Oh,
So credit where credit is due.
okay.
So
Oh, just for the record, from 2 episodes ago, when I asked you how similar is the alien pokey
yes.
thing to getting a spinal, I can now say not similar. I've lived it. It was not similar. The spinal, I was heavily sedated when they gave me the spinal because I begged to be, because I was like, I was not handling it well. We'll leave it at that. I was not handling it well. Finally, they sedated me. I got comfortable. The spinal block anesthesiologist looked at my novel, my
Oh,
Novak. He's like, "Oh, I found it on Amazon." And I was like, "And it's in bookstores." And and so I talked to them about my novel for a while they
they
did the
were doing it.
spinal.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
And
Good.
I mean, and I don't know, I don't know who it was, but someone else came in the room to say something, and the doctor, the anesthesiologist went, "Look at this. She wrote a book." And I remember him like holding
Oh,
up his phone, so that's nice.
that's so cool. Good.
But yeah, the spinal thing, I mean, I was heavily sedated. I didn't love it, but yeah, it was itty bitty needles. It was not a big ass sort of poker.
No,
Yeah,
no, yes.
yeah.
I'm very glad.
Good news, everyone. Helen was right.
Yeah. I was going to say, I haven't, was this at, well, we don't have to say the exact hospital, but I don't think I've ever had surgery at this hospital or given birth.
No, no.
So I'm glad to
Okay.
see that they, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it
They have
remains
the
true.
standard needles there. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's possible that maybe they do it differently.
Yeah. Some places use the alien pokey thing, some places don't. Yeah.
Well, to do a transphenoidal removal of a pituitary tumor, you could use the alien pokey thing. I think it would be still a little too big, um, but but much closer. So your pituitary gland sits right behind your nose, pretty much.
Is it
Um,
involved in lobotomies or no?
no, because that's more targeting the frontal part of your brain.
Okay.
This is deeper in.
Okay.
So um, it's it sits in the sphenoid bone. So the sphenoid bone. No, is this grossing you out?
Everything grosses me out lately.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna cover up with a blanket so I can't see my arms.
Oh no.
Continue.
Okay.
I just started thinking about how I have a pituitary gland, and it's just a horrible thing to realize about yourself.
Huh. Yeah. We all remember the first time we learned we had a pituitary gland.
I mean, I guess if I didn't, I'd
The-
have to go suck the melanin out of people. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's much worse.
Yeah.
No, if you didn't, you just wouldn't be alive.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Or at least you wouldn't. you can't be born without one and
Oh,
remain alive. So, so the sphenoid bone is one of the prettiest bones, in my opinion. And it's right behind kind of your nose and eye cavity. And there's a little part of it that is called the sella turcica, which means Turkish saddle. It's this nice little like divot, and the pituitary gland sits right inside of the sella turcica.
how big are
Um,
we talking? How big is a pituitary gland compared to a nut?
I would compare it to like a bean, like a kidney bean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So this hardworking little bean does all sorts of stuff. So it is like really, really crucial for our survival, though, for like all sorts of stuff that have nothing to do with the color of our skin. In fact, it has very little to do with the color of our skin.
Got it.
Um, so it's part of the pituitary hypothalamic axis, which is the like interaction between our hypothalamus and our pituitary gland, and the two send hormones back and forth to one another. And it like is one of the major centers for hormone production in our body. And so it it secretes growth hormone. Um, and let's see, what are some other ones? ACTH, adrenocorticotropic, TSH, so thyroid stimulating. So it's part of what stimulates our thyroid.
Heard of that.
Yeah. Also LH and FSH. So two gonadotropin releasing hormones. Also secretes prolactin. It does secrete, like I said, MSH, melanin secreting hormone, ADH, antidiuretic hormone, oxytocin is released from there. So it's
Like a
like
ton of really important functions about releasing chemicals that we need. It is not just take out the pituitary gland and you get really pale.
correct.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
So like I don't know. I would have liked to have seen something that like, no, like he needs to ingest the pituitary in order to get his melanin back, but he also like, you know, is having kidney function problems without it, or
Yeah,
is unable to,
really gas things up, you know?
yeah,
But no.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I think I don't know if it's my main question, but one of my questions is how the hell would eating the pituitary gland do anything for you? Because look, one thing I don't know much about is the stomach. It was sometime within the lifespan of this podcast that I found out that the stomach is just one tube. I used to think it was a bunch of different separate pipes at the bottom, so things were sorted like a
Wait,
mail
wait,
chute.
wait. No, did I know this? I can't have known this.
You're the one that told me. Yes.
I must have blocked that out.
Yeah, maybe so you could continue to respect me. So, um, I thought there were maybe like I thought it's like one tube that leads down, and then I thought it would maybe divide up like seven or eight, so that you'd
What?
get like I thought maybe like your urine goes in one, and then like your chemicals you need for something else goes in a different one, and then like it just kind of like a
Like a money sorter?
yeah like a money sorter exactly.
See, that's why I think everyone should have to take some human biology in college.
And I did.
Oh no, did you?
Yeah, I had to.
Oh, okay.
I
Um,
mean, again, during one of the labs, it was when the professor looked at me and said, "You're not doing anything. Help me pass back papers."
oh. Um, I'm sorry, I got really distracted by your thoughts about the stomach.
I mean, I know now that it's not that way, and it's more like a water slide.
It's more like a water slide, sure.
Oh God, this is when again when I start worrying that this podcast isn't two scientific sisters, but smart sister, dumb sister.
It's just, I mean, but then we flip. Then we do a physics one and we get to flip who's who.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My stuff just comes up more in you know, discussions of being a person. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, the pituitary, though, uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So it does secrete melanin stimulating hormone. So if we have pituitary tumors, what can happen is that you get, or even like with pregnancy, any sort of changes in the production of some of those hormones, you can get like different darker patches in the skin. So like sometimes people with I think it's Cushing's disease.
Part of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel stupid if I'm talking about the wrong one though. Um but not as stupid as thinking the stomach. Sorry. it uh it will produce like darker pigmentation on your face and like darker pigmentation in the creases of your hands and things like that. It does not change you from someone with pigment in your skin into someone who is albino. That is
Right.
like genetics and can't be changed by
Right.
anything. I mean,
Right. That makes sense.
cosmetically you could, I guess. Uh,
Yeah.
but like this is not that's like that doesn't work like that like at all.
Yeah.
Also,
Sorry if there's like a ruffling noise. That's me opening my granola bar. I haven't been able to maintain how much to eat very well. I'm
oh
not really eating enough because I think, well, I'm just laying here. And then I get really, really ravenous. I read somewhere that you should eat like crazy amount when you're recovering from surgery. So a
yeah, that's what I was about to say is that like just healing takes so much energy and calories and stuff.
couple nights ago, I came up with something I call the nighttime sandwich.
Ooh,
Before bed, I make myself a peanut butter sandwich. I put it in a baggie right next to me. And then in the night, every time I wake up, I eat some of the sandwich.
that's a great idea. I would do that when pregnant. I would,
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
or nursing. I'd be up in the middle of the night and I'd have like all sorts of food.
Yeah. I know somebody told me a story about how she was not sleeping much while pregnant, always having to eat, getting up to pee constantly, and then once fell asleep on the toilet while eating crackers and woke up like on the toilet covered in crackers.
That's familiar. It wasn't me, but I remember hearing that. Um, so yeah, that's not how the pituitary works. Um, eating something like that, I mean, you could take like hormone pills.
Okay.
So I mean, like part of me is like, well,
Okay.
sure. But that would not change the color of your skin at all.
Got it.
I
Okay.
was overwhelmed. No, I was not overwhelmed. I was underwhelmed.
Got
Uh,
it.
I was very underwhelmed. I would have loved some like, I don't know. They could have brought in stuff about like being sterile, maybe because maybe he doesn't have working testes, or like I said, like problems with his adrenal cortex and his kidneys. Um, I don't know. Like it was just underwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah, and
And
there
he's
wasn't.
killing people when he's stealing their pituitary glands.
Yes, because you need a pituitary gland to live.
Right. And is there a reason he can't just go to a doctor and be like, give me some of those pituitary juices or whatever?
I think because I think we're supposed to assume that he's this like Teliko, one of these
Oh,
spirits
he's a
in the
night
air.
spirit. Not
Yeah.
to be confused with a night sandwich.
Yeah. Um, because this guy told a folktale about them. I couldn't find anything about it. I was hoping to have like interesting things to say about like mythology, but it was not. Um,
Hmm. I mean,
so
like, it can be hard to find stuff about mythologies when it's written in another language if you don't know how it's spelled. Because, like, it took me a long time
true.
to find information about Supernices online,
Oh,
um,
true.
which are a Croatian witch. But then I eventually talked to, or, and it's also Slovenian witch. I talked to a Slovenian woman who was like, "Oh yeah, Supernices. Oh yeah," and she told me all about them, and she told me how to spell it, and I was wildly wrong. But in this case, I mean, it's not just like something passed down through your family. It is spelled that way. It is on the episode, so you'd think they had some cultural knowledge and resources. Or also it's an X-Files episode, so probably someone would have written about, oh, here's the real thing or something. Like if they did an X-Files episode about super nieces, I bet it'd be more
Right.
information. Oh, how good would that be?
That would be great.
Oh
Yeah.
man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna end up
That'd be
writing X-Files fanfic of a very specific flavor.
great. That's it
What
because
did they catch him? Oh yeah, they catch him and they put him in a hospital or something.
yes. Yeah. Yep.
Why can he
And
squeeze out of places like tombs?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because the pituitary affects growth of bones. I no, I'm like wildly making this up because I have no explanation and neither do they.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can all blame these two specific men
Yeah.
for this episode existing. And Squeeze is like so much better. Like
Yeah.
they should have, I don't know, were they running? It's only season 4. They have so many more episodes to go. They weren't running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
weird.
Yeah, I did order the book that we talked about last time. I have not picked it up yet because I have library books that are flooding my phone from Libby.
Yeah. They all
But
come in at once, I swear to God. And then you're like, I have to read. I only have so many days.
yeah, it's very stressful
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so I just got it was just delivered to me. Oh shoot, what's it called? The New Elizabeth Gilbert, All the Way to the River.
I want to talk to you about that.
Oh, like now?
No,
No.
let's read the recording.
Okay.
I've read reviews. I have thoughts. I haven't read it yet. I'm dying to talk to someone about who has read it or who hasn't but
I
has
mean,
done.
I just started it. I read a bunch of articles and I read an excerpt and was like, this is all wild. And so I want to read the book. And so
Yeah.
I just got it from the library like last night.
Yes.
So, I have so many questions. There's like
Yes.
articles about like, Elizabeth Gilbert admits to planning the murder of her partner, Rhea Elias.
Yep.
And
Yeah, but then like also like there's poems in it that like she like wrote herself but from Rhea's perspective and like that
huh,
sounds so cringy and like
hmm.
I just
Well,
I'm just very eager to hear your take on it and I'll probably say it more openly when we're not recording. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because I
yeah,
really liked Eat, Pray, Love, and I loved her fiction novel, like her fiction novels. Oh my God, I'm one of those people. I love me some great- You know what I loved her novels.
yeah, yeah.
I like The Signature of All Things. I like City of Girls.
Did you like the signature of all things? I hated it.
Really?
I hated it. It was so ungodly boring. I couldn't take it.
I think when I read it, I was just like in the mood for it to be just like real slow, and I was just like, yeah, let's just go. It was like a lazy river of a book,
Yeah. It
and
also
I
had so much about evolution, and I just remember being like, I don't know, like I have to read this shit for school. Like I don't want to have to think about this now.
I don't remember anything about evolution being in it.
Huh.
So I just remember her like judging her sister or stepsister and then realizing later that she was a good person.
Yeah.
And there was like an island. I
Yeah.
clearly don't remember it that well. So I don't
Yeah.
know. But I
I,
enjoyed City of Girls. That was a fast, fun read.
oh,
It was,
really?
yeah. Oh, yeah. It was,
Oh, okay.
yeah, about like a costume designer and in the 20s in New York. And it
Ooh.
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked Eat, Pray, Love. I liked Committed. I mean, ironically, um,
Yeah.
considering
Yeah.
trajectory of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Um,
yeah,
but
I think I remember liking Committed. I don't remember it that well. I mean, I do feel like there was this small part of me that thought like, given how you in love you are with this dude, it's a little bit weird to like put up this whole big fuss about not wanting to be married again to him.
well, they did eventually get married.
It did for green card
Oh,
reasons.
right. Yes.
They
Yeah,
kind of had to in order for him to live with her.
right. But then they got divorced because of
Her wanting to be with
yeah.
her friend Rhea. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking
I'm
forward to it.
excited for you to read it.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah, me too.
Like that's what's been distracting me has been reading excerpts and reviews of this book. So,
Yeah. Well, I will let you know. But I do have the what was it? The Science of the X-Files or something we did
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
So I do have that. That has been delivered.
Excellent. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait to hear how it is.
Yes. Yeah. Although I feel like I'll probably be like, yeah, it was good. There was science. Whereas I'll have probably a lot more to say about All the Way to the River.
I mean, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, though, now I have a plan to try to get that woman on our podcast.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's great. I will say I have also been devouring a lot of Ali Hazelwood books.
huh.
Oh, have you read her? Do you
I
not?
read the beginning of one of them.
Which one?
I love her as a person. I have read wonderful things about Allie Hazelwood as a person.
Which
So I
book?
should be there. I read the beginning of one of her books about a physicist, and I thought, this does not feel like a physicist. This is getting
What?
me. Okay,
No.
you keep saying that. I can't remember. I think it
Oh,
was Love Theoretically. I think
oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I think I just felt like, but is it the one that it's the one that people later said was like a Kylo Ren and Rey fanfic
Oh,
originally?
yes, I don't remember which one
And
that
I
is.
don't care about that one way or the other. It was more that I just thought this does not read like a physics grad student to me. And
Ah,
so it was bothering me from that perspective. And I think I felt like annoyed. But
I feel like
I,
her biologists ring true, which she is herself a biologist.
okay, well, maybe
Uh,
that's telling then. Yeah, I just felt like this isn't how it works. I
mm,
don't know. But it was a long time ago that I read it. But everything I've read about her as a person, like her support of other authors,
yeah.
or the way she's really prolific, but like in a good way, like just like everything about her I've read is really, really positive.
Oh, good.
And I think like I'm glad to hear that. I just like her physicist, just,
Yeah.
I just no.
Well, that's what made me think of it because I originally had not wanted to the talking about the signature of all things.
Hmm.
Is what brought it to memory because originally my friend Molly was recommending her books. And I was like, I don't know, I have to read enough biology at work. Do I really want to read about someone in biology? And there was one of her books, it might have been Love Theoretically, I can't remember, but it's like structured around someone going through the like job interview process in academia. And I was like, oh my God, this is like so spot on about how these things work. And like,
Oh, interesting.
a little stressful because it's too close to my actual life.
I
But
think
I
this one
like
was
her like,
like she ends up like fake dating someone because she's broke because she's a grad student or something.
that doesn't sound familiar. There are a couple I haven't read of hers. So I wonder if it's one of those.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't finish it. I just thought, I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. But again,
Oh, fake. Oh, do you mean like, oh, yes. Okay. I think I know it. Yes, that is Love Theoretically. I know what you're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like he
Yeah.
like pays her to pretend to be his girlfriend because she's
Yeah.
like broke. Oh, is she like doing research to try to like save someone or something? I might be mixing things up altogether.
No, that's not.
That's something else. That's something entirely different.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I hear from author sources, I hear such good things about her.
Oh,
So
well, that's nice. Yes. And I like if when I get past the like too much science part of it. I do appreciate her books, especially the ones that are less sciencey. Well, this was book corner
this
with
was Book
us.
Corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that is more interesting to talk about than this episode. So,
Yeah. I just reread Where'd You Go, Bernadette,
oh,
and
I didn't care for that. I wouldn't reread that.
it was available right away
Oh,
on
yeah.
phone, and it was I like aspects of it, but it also just makes me feel kind of gross. I don't know how to explain it. Like some of the characters, it felt a little too satire-y in a way that made me just feel sad for them. I don't know.
It's been
Um,
forever since I've read it, so maybe I shouldn't
yeah,
judge too
I don't
harshly.
know. I mean, I like parts of it, but other parts, I don't know. It felt like, how can I take this character really seriously, but then have this other one just be kind of like their whole life is like comic relief, kind of? I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, I that is
Like making fun of this one woman, and it's like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I think it was just like overrated too. Maybe like I think like maybe if I picked it up
Like
now,
randomly. Yeah.
yeah, but like at the time it was like, oh my God, it's the best book ever. And then I read it and was like, So I think
Yeah, I mean, I think that's odd. I mean, I do think it's
yeah,
good. And I like I
Yeah.
like stuff in Antarctica, so that was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've got another Emily St. John Mandel to read, which she wrote Sea of Tranquility, which I got obsessed with.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read
So
that yet.
it's so good. It's got time travel. It's got some stuff in the future, which I'm not usually into the
Oh,
future.
me neither.
No,
Not a
but
sci-fi fan.
it's I think I wouldn't have read it had I known that going in, but I'm so glad I did. Like it
Okay.
really, really worked for me. Because it's some parts are in the past, some parts are in roughly the present. Some
Okay.
those end up really important and like it's really beautiful
Okay.
and I
Cool.
loved it. And so some of the characters who appear in that one are also in the Glass Hotel, which I didn't know, so I'm gonna read that now.
Cool.
Um, and also she is going to be at my university giving a talk.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy
Oh,
because like Station 11 is super famous.
yeah.
I can't go because of my knee injury.
Oh, no.
So
Oh,
that's
will they have
but
it on Zoom?
no.
Yeah, that's probably not the same anyway.
Yeah. But it's still neat for my
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Cool.
yeah.
Rest up. Hope your knee
I
feels
shall.
better.
All right.
Next episode is on Rue, which we know for a fact is significantly better than what I just watched. So,
Yeah, Unruh.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll watch it, and then if you
great.
feel like watching it, you certainly can because
Yeah,
it's so scary.
sounds good.
Still, and again, scary in a way that I like,
Yeah,
not scary like Home, our last episode.
right. Which I did not end up watching, for the record. I was, yeah, I had too many books to read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still could. You still could watch
Yeah,
it, but
I could whenever I want
yeah.
and choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time.
Till next
Bye.
time, everybody. Bye.
We Want to Believe is hosted by Helen Werner and Liz Holden. It's produced by Zach Werner. The We Want to Believe theme music was created and recorded by Zach Werner. Find us at wewanttoBelievePod.com, on Instagram at wewanttoBelievePod, or send us an email at wewanttoBelievePod@gmail.com.